Well, hello there, and welcome to the Great American Stampin' Show. I'm Shannon, and I am so grateful that you have clicked on this video, and I hope you're excited to watch a color challenge competition because that's what this is. So me and my three competitors are going to demonstrate projects with the same color. And this week, the color is Granny Apple Green. It's Julie's favorite color. So we have created cards featuring that color and want to show them to you and see what you think. So watch my video and my three competitors' videos and then pick your favorite and give it a thumbs up. Now I've got all of the information in the description of my video if you want to find out more about my card. And let's see, what else do I have to share? I guess that's about it. I just really hope that you enjoy, and let's get started. Granny Apple Green is the color, and here is what I'm going to be working with. So this is the Changing Leaves bundle, and it's kind of a tragedy actually because this is on the last chance list. Last chance to get it. I'll put a link in the description of this video and you can go check it out. So it's this amazing stamp set. I'm going to be using all three of these leaves. And then the hybrid embossing folder, which is amazing because it embosses and die cuts at the same time. And so I'm going to use primarily this leaf right here. So that's one of the first things I'm going to do is close this up and run that through my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And then I'm also going to do a little die cutting with this in a little bit for the greeting color scheme. I've got Granny Apple Green, of course, Pool Party, and Soft Seafoam. I'm going for some greenery here, but I wanted to use some colors that were kind of in the family, but not boring. Like I didn't want to just be solid Granny Apple Green. Okay, so here's my card. Granny Apple Green card. And then I've got this basic white piece right here that's going to be my card front. And so I'm going to do some masking on that, which is why I have a little piece of masking paper right here. Now this piece is, gosh, what is it? 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So there's a 1/4 of an inch all the way around on the border. And so this piece right here is small. It's just 2 by 3. And I cut my masking paper weird so that I didn't leave those openings. So I have to figure out how to get the back off now. Okay, got it. That wasn't too bad. Now this stuff is super sticky, especially when putting it down to white cardstock. So I'm sticking this to my pants a couple of times so that once I'm done, I can get it off my cardstock. So I got a little bit of black fuzz on there. And now I'm just going to center it in the middle as much as possible. Well, now I can see little fuzz on the edges, so I better clean that off because I want my stamping to work. Okay, so now I don't need to push down. Well, I do probably need to push down pretty good. I'm going to be, so that part is masked off. That part will remain clean from everything else that I'm about to do. So I'm going to take the 3 leaf images and dedicate them to one color each. So I've got Pool Party, Granny Apple Green, Soft Seafoam. And so this big image I'll give to Soft Seafoam. Medium one, this one will get Granny Apple Green. And then, woo, hold on, I'm still here. Just happened to hit the button on my light. And then this beautiful leaf will get Pool Party. Now I'm just going to ink these up. I'm going to do this one first because it's the biggest and just kind of do the corners. Something to watch on this though is that, let's see, I need to move around a little bit so that you can see all of this. When stamping over the masking paper, there's a little bit of a ridge there, so I need to make sure to press really hard. And I also want to make sure that the stem is not really showing the edge of the stem. So I'll just clean that off a little bit, but I'm just going to go up in the corner like this and press down really hard so that it covers everything. That looks awesome. Well, there's a little bit right there that didn't connect, but that's okay because maybe I can overlap it with another one of the leaves. And then this one I'll do this direction just to give some variety. This is just going to be a nice collage of these beautiful leaf images. Okay, let's do Granny Apple Green next. And I definitely want some overlap. So this time I'm going to cover up that a little bit so it doesn't show quite so much. And hopefully not have the same problem. Beautiful. Okay, let's see, better not do them both upside down right there. So how about this one right there? So collage stamping and masking at the same time. Now I'm going to add the pool party and then maybe add a little bit more of one or the other, depending on how this goes. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to try to fill up the space here. Nice. And then maybe this one we'll do upside down like this to just fill up all the space. Okay, it's looking great. I'm just going to now fill in some of this little white space just so it's more of a solid visual experience when you're looking at the card. Okay, that looks good. Maybe we do a little bit more up here in this area. Okay, now I feel like, especially since Granny Apple Green is our main color, we need a little bit more of that. So maybe some here, like so. And just a teeny bit down here might be nice. It's hard to visualize what it's going to look like when we take the masking paper off. But I'm thinking just maybe a little bit more pool party up there in that area so that we have the colors, all the colors showing in different places. Let's see, yeah, that should work right like that. Okay, looking nice. I think that might be good. So let's stop there. Move all my ink pads out of the way and see how that looks. Cruising right along. All right, that looks pretty awesome. I'm happy with that. It's different than I imagined, but that's not common for me. I never visualize it correctly. So let's stick this down to the Granny Apple Green card. And then you can see over here, I've got my die cut and embossed piece ready for ornamentation on the card. And then my little label piece I cut out in Pool Party. So that'll be a nice accent. So get this centered like so. And then let's stamp a little greeting. So the greeting I've selected is, "You are amazing in every single way." I like that. That's a really lovely greeting there. So let's stamp that here. I'm going to emboss this in white. And I'm doing it more towards the left of the label so that I can, let's see, got to move all this out of the way. So that I can put this, I'm imagining this kind of like over like that. So let's get this, some white embossing powder on this. Okay, that looks good. Whoops, got a little extra there. Okay, happiness, that looks great. Ready to put down to our card. I'm going to do this one also with dimensionals. Now the next little accent slash technique is this leaf piece right there. So I'm just going to put this in a good spot right here. I kind of want this up high on the white so the white border shows underneath it. There we go. Did I get that on straight? Pretty good, I think. Okay, so another little technique with this one. With my Granny Apple Green ink and a little blending brush, I am going to just add some color to this so that it comes to life and so that you can see everything, you know, all the detail of this. And I'm going to cover all of it so that it's not like, oh, there's a white piece left, but then do a little darker towards the bottom and in the center. But then just kind of lightly brush over the other parts of the leaf, including the stem. That way it doesn't look like I've missed a spot, but then obviously I'm giving some extra attention to certain areas. Okay. Looks pretty good. Kind of got a little splotchy there, so I'll add a little bit more to even that out. Okay, all done. Now I've got a little bit of linen thread. Let's wrap that around. Actually, I'm going to put it between that leaf there and make a beautiful little bow. And then, wow, this card is so fast and fun. I'm loving it. And I have one more fun thing to show. Now, I tell you, when I did my prototype, I could not decide what kind of gems to put on this. I just kept going back and forth and trying different ones, and like, should I do the brass butterflies or should I do the iridescent faceted rhinestones, because you can never go wrong with those. Look at that. That is looking super cute. Okay, I'm going to stick, let's see, one down there. And then let me see where those other ones are landing. So that can go right there. And I think up at the top here, I'm going to do a double layer because now I've got a double stack here. So I need a double stack on that portion of the leaf too, so they balance out. So I don't have a crooked leaf. All right. Cuteness. This is just, I am super pleased with this. Okay. So here were my choices for embellishments. Brass butterflies, iridescent faceted gems, like my all-time favorite maybe. And then these 2024-26 in color shimmer gems. And I was like putting down the butterflies and then I was putting down the gems and I just could not decide. So you know what I did? I used them all. I made a big old embellishment party, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you can't decide which gems, or if you just want a big embellishment party, here's what I recommend. Oh, I got to get a little bit more putty on my take your pick tool. Come on, putty. See, you turn that too much, and it takes a minute, but then you have way too much. Okay, so let's put one over here. This will be kind of like the main focus gem right here that will draw attention. But then let's put a couple more over on this other side too. Maybe one here and then one here. So these are kind of spread out. And now we're going to just pile on all the other gems. And here it is, my finished exhibit for season 4, episode 4, where we feature Julie's favorite color, Granny Apple Green. You can see all of my little embellishments there. I tried to put them in like little clusters. So like a little cluster of 3 down here. And you don't want them all the same distance apart. In fact, the longer I look at it, the more I want to like fuss with it to make them different or similar or whatever. Like that one right there. Okay, these need to be a little closer together. And basically an embellishment party is what I was going through, and I think I did a good job. But you know what really matters is what you think, because you get to decide the winner, as always in the Great American Stampin' Show. So if you like it, thumbs up on this video and let me know what you think. I would love to hear in the comments. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure making videos for you and hearing what you think and creating with Stampin' Up's amazing products. Okay, that's all for now. Over and out. Bye-bye.